Recording. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Krieg Dominion. I am Omar Krieg, your Lord and Commander of the Krieg Dominion, and your host for this second part of a round one match featuring Clan Jade Falcon, as portrayed by Foehammer here. Foehammer here. Okay, and Clan Star Adder, who I am portraying. I'm also a bit distracted with something relating to my son's school and stuff, so I may be a little back and forth between what I'm doing here and paying attention to my phone. Uh, I mean, let's be honest. We already know I'm half crazy and not always here, so it shouldn't be much of a surprise. It shouldn't be much of a change from what you normally encounter here. Fullhammer, why don't you check in with us? Tell us what's going on, what's new and exciting, what's good, what's not good, what's Jade Falcony, what's not Jade Falcony.
Well, it's not good is my Jade Falcons here, kind of feeling a bit on the ropes. I got two mechs that got engine hits. I got another one that it's just barely holding together here. So yeah, it's not looking too good over here for the green birds. But
The Green Bird,
no,
yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah. But no, otherwise things are good. Getting lots of BattleTech Mech Warrior stuff in. Of course there's this channel, doing some exciting things with a few other things. Might be
Yes, that
participating in a Hinterlands campaign and stuff.
yeah,
And
that'll be interesting. I don't know how that's gonna go, but
yeah,
I'm curious to see how it works and if I can work it into my already fairly busy schedule.
yeah, participating in the beta for the new Ghost Bear DLC coming out for Mech Warrior 5. So, on a, non-disclosure agreement under that. So I can't really say anything, but that's the
Yeah,
one that's
yeah.
coming out that obviously focused on the Ghost Bears, but the big thing is that they got like elementals in the game, which I don't think they've ever had elementals that you could control in a
Not
Mech
that you
Warrior
could
game before.
play. I know
Yeah,
like the
maybe in like the
closest
Mech Commander games, if I remember. I'm trying to
um
remember if they had
well Mech
elementals or
Warrior
not.
5 with some of the modding, you could see elementals and or infantry as
Yeah,
targets in one of the previous Mech Warrior games. I want to say like 3 maybe. Um, there was elementals or perhaps even the protomechs. I don't remember exactly, but I think they were really just aside from specific models.
yeah. I don't
I think
think they were ones that you
they
could
were
actually
just
control.
mechs
Yeah.
scaled down or models, 3D models scaled down
Yep.
to represent the size difference. But
Yep.
um,
But of course, personal opinion here, the Ghost Bears are one of the coolest clans. So yeah, it's definitely,
I
cool
see
to see
what you did
another,
there.
campaign. Oh, and actually I just realized that Ghost Bears was the second DLC that came out for Mech Warrior 2, and now it's the first DLC that came out for Mech Warrior 2, and now it's the
Yep.
first DLC to come out for
Yeah, because
Mech Warrior
MechWarrior
5
2
Clans.
started off, if I'm not mistaken, MechWarrior 2 started off also as mercenaries, and then they had the clans or the War of Refusal. I don't know what exactly
Yeah,
they
it,
called it.
it was the verse. The original one was the War of Refusal that had
Okay.
Jade Falcon, the background here,
Yep, and
and
the
Clan
victors, the best
Wolf.
clan
Yeah,
ever.
yes, the Mary Sue clan.
That's exactly what they are, unfortunately. Not listen. I have no problem with Clan Wolf. I don't like. I generally don't gravitate towards the factions that are clearly written as plot armored good guys or
Mhm.
protagonists. So, for instance, Davian and Clan Wolf are perfect examples. You know, theoretically, they could never do any wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's absolutely nothing wrong with stopping the compelling Confederation in dirt. Anyway,
And here, the Capellan Confederation in the new era, the Ilk Clan era is, I guess, depending on who you talk to, considered one of the potential good guys.
unfortunately, I don't know anything after the end of the telecom wars because I almost said the other word.
Yes,
From about
the word
3080.
that'll get you demonetized.
Well, I mean, it's not like I'm monetized in the first place, but yes. Uh, the uh, the telecom war, or the word of Blake temper tantrum
Yes.
that started in 3067 and involved a bunch of random ass BS. Like just I don't know what they thought they could do, but anyway, Anything beyond that, I don't know much about the timeline. I do know that, spoilers, if you don't already know, Clan Wolf got somewhere that nobody else has ever been before. That at least those that call themselves Clan. Um, and they are, I mean, they've got material out. It's obvious Clan Wolf is the ill clan. So,
Yep.
anything in that era, anything leading up to that era, I don't know anything about it, except I did read a couple of I think they're called Mech Warrior novels now, as opposed to the BattleTech novels. In my mind, they're all the same. Um, because there was a handful of not videos, but books I read regarding the Ghost Bears, and I want to say some fighting that they did on like Vega. And then I've read some stuff that happened down in the Free Worlds League before and after, or well, before it reformed, and then as it was starting to reform, or something along those lines. Basically, pre-Wolf Empire,
Yep.
which was the precursor to the Wolves saying, you know what, we're just going to go to Terra and claim everything.
Yep. Yeah.
And
We'll
they
see
did
how
it.
long they hold on to it. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting time. And that's where we were mentioning the hinterlands. That's
Yeah.
kind of the hinterlands is basically the what's kind of interesting about it. It's the vacuum that was created
Yeah.
by Jade Falcon kind of following the wolves in. And of course, again, not really a spoiler, but the Jade Falcons obviously didn't come back, or at least not.
Not in anything resembling what they were when they left.
No. Yep.
I believe, and I could be wrong on this, but isn't Clan Jade Falcon effectively the ill clan bodyguard clan or some shit now?
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of
I mean, what's left of them?
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of made him into the bodyguard clan. Yeah.
Which I guess as a concept is an interesting one, but
Yeah.
speaking of Clan Jade Falcons and all the shrieking and stuff they do,
Yes.
let's get back into the game, and I guess we're gonna finish this one.
Yes.
The question now is, how many rounds will it take before you're done?
I don't think too many.
Now, I want to be clear. I'm saying that as a joke, but also from a realistic standpoint and not a shit talking standpoint. It's a good possibility he's not going to win.
Yes, unless that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm kind of like on the road. Well, I'm not like completely out of it. This could turn around pretty quick with a headshot and take down one of your mechs, or like an ammo explosion or something. Because I mean, you've got damage, but it's kind of like all spread around. You don't have anything that's like critical. I got like 2 mechs, one shut down with engine hits, another one that has 2 engine hits but not shut down. I got another pilot that took a headshot. So yeah,
well, let's do this. Let's take a moment and take a look through. First, we'll start with Fohammer's mechs. We got one mech that I specifically marked hot and shut down. This mech will automatically restart if our math has been correct. It'll automatically restart at the end of the 4th round, the round that we're about to start. That is, of course, his Viper A. His Ice Ferret B is in okay, but it's lost it has taken 2 engine hits.
Yeah.
Aside from that, it is okay. The okay is because of the heat problem it's about to encounter.
Yep.
With those 2 big engine hits. What is this? Your Ice Ferret A has taken a number of hits on the torsos. It's not in terrible shape though, really.
Nope.
It's taken a couple of hits, yeah, but it's still in decent shape. The problem, of course, it has only a couple of lasers, and it doesn't so it doesn't have much in the way of returning fire.
Yeah, his big strategy right now is being a distraction until I get one of my bigger mechs over there.
Yeah. And then, of course, the Nova Prime, which we all know is just it's a laser with mech legs and arms.
Yeah.
Which is in decent shape.
Yeah, but if you notice here, this is the one that I call out. This is the one that took the head hit.
It did take a head hit, yes.
Yeah.
But I also believe our Novas are not fighting each other. Because I think my Nova is fighting your Viper or something.
No, our Novas are.
I'll have to look up when I get over to my side of the board. And then lastly, of course, your Nova A.
Yeah, our Novas are fighting each other. They're squared off.
The Nova A's are. But those are the 2 ERPC ones, right?
Yeah, and the Nova Primes are fighting each other.
Really?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it was Vipers versus Vipers.
Prime, you're right. My Nova Prime definitely is fighting yours.
Yep. And then Storm Crows versus Ice Ferrets. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so your mechs aren't in terrible shape. It's just you definitely have a couple that are like, oh my god.
And
But that could be enough to tip the balance, even with Zellbriggen in play, of course.
And my biggest problem was that I just can't land any hits.
Yeah.
It was extremely disappointing where I one of the last rounds, just out of desperation, I fired, I think, all or most of the lasers. No, I don't think I fired all, but I
Not
fired
the
most
Nova
of the
A.
lasers. Yeah, I fired most of the lasers
Or
on the
Nova
prime, and I think I hit with like one of them out of like 6 or 7. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, looking at my Viper A, left torso has no armor, and yeah, that can be a problem. Left torso, fortunately, doesn't have any ammo, so that's going for us. And then my Stormcrow A has been running a little hot, because I've been pushing the heat envelope for some silly reason. Currently running on a 5.8 movement profile and +1 gunnery. My Nova Prime doing okay. Currently completely cooled off, evidently. So it means whatever he's shooting at in the next round is going to get obliterated. No, I'm sorry, I misspoke. That's my Stormcrow Prime.
The Stormcrow, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. My Nova Prime is also in a almost entirely cooled down state. It's only got 2 heat carrying over into the next round, so he's going to be a massive problem for somebody. And then lastly, my Nova A, holding up pretty well. Legs are looking a little bit dimpled. I don't know. It's taking some shots in both legs.
Yep.
But yeah, across the board, my mechs are definitely looking better than yours. Again, I'm not trying to talk shit. It's just fact.
No.
Well, okay, yeah, I'm trying to talk a little bit of shit, but I'm trying not to be obvious about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, me having 1-2 pilots across the board, and I can't land any shots.
That is the problem, or a
yes.
problem rather, especially when your opponents are 2-3s, and they are certainly doing better.
Yes.
In the gunnery department.
Yeah.
That said, I feel like I was about to say or do something, and then now I can't think of what it is. So let's just
probably roll for initiative.
Well, I was just gonna say, fuck it, let's just roll for initiative, and if I remember it, I remember it. Let me add turn 4 and grab my dice. 8.
And 6. We're off to a great start.
Yeah. Good. Make your first move.
Yep. So we'll just start. Well, my left to right. I think it's probably your right to left.
I mean, that could be super confusing and move my mechs in whatever order I want, but obviously it would make most sense to respond in kind.
Yeah, because we're paired up. So yeah, you know. All right, yeah, and if I remember correctly, the ice ferrets do not have jump jets.
Yeah, I think they're like just to 814 before or after
812. Yeah,
for the heat problems.
And this is the B, right? Yeah, that's the B. So this is the guy with 2 engine hits. So he's at 9 heat right now. So he's got -1 to movement points. So that would make him a
9 heat? Oops.
Yeah, it's 10 heat is the next movement cutoff.
Yeah, 9 is at 9 heat. Yeah, it's +1, -1. So
yeah,
-1 move or -1 walk, which reconfigures your run, and then +1 gunnery.
Yep. So that's 7 walking. What would that be for running?
7 would be 11 run.
Okay. Let's see. Well,
I just realized I said 814 earlier. What I meant was 812.
All right. Well, since this guy is kind of screwed on the heat scale, let's see what we can do here. Okay, I think he's going to try to get over to the water. I think he can get there. So, we're going to go.
What's his move? 7-11 right now?
Yeah, I think it's 7-11. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, he can get there with 9. Or it can go
no,
1,
he can
2.
get to one of these, but he can't get into there because he'll be running at that point. And of course, these hexes don't do anything for cooling.
Oh, though I didn't even zoom in, so those aren't even depth. Yeah, I would need to get to.
So he can get to the ankle bit, the first layer or whatever, but because he's already expending movement points, he won't be able to enter the depth 1.
Yeah.
And of course, what he does, believe there's a PSR. You know what? I meant to open this up and I forgot to. My Total Warfare rules. Let me see. Where is my? Oh, I'm in the wrong folder. Total Warfare.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even realize that those ones weren't that's like ankle deep water. It's not even depth one. So all right. Well, based on that, I think he's just gonna try to go for the cover. So we're gonna go one out to here, 2, 3 going down, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 into the woods.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna try to turn
You got 2 points left.
10, 11 facing that way. So yeah, you're basically going back to back with your Nova Prime here.
Yep.
Excuse me, coming in.
So that was.
So that was a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hexes.
So that would be red 2. All right, that is the Ice Ferret B.
B, yep. And he's paired up with this guy, the Storm
Storm
Crow.
A.
Yeah.
And he is
Unless you choose to violate Zellbriggen.
Yeah.
I mean, you could move one of your other mechs. I just think it would be
It would
super
be.
confusing.
I said it mostly as a joke to be a troll because like in this sort of combat, why would you do that? Like,
yeah,
you would definitely want to just sit tight.
And that's just like
pairs.
that's not even because we're paired up because of Zellbriggen. It's just you're making things harder on yourself as a player. Because it's by move this guy, move my Nova Prime, but I didn't move these guys. And then you just forget about it.
He's just gonna turn to face you.
Yep, kind of figured.
That would be it for him.
All right, firing. So let's see. He's got 9 heat already, and the 2 engine hits was that again for heat scale. I gotta go over.
2 engine hits is plus 10 heat.
Yeah, so he's generating 10 heat just by doing nothing every turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, um, hmm. I think then all we're gonna try to do is what's the distance? 3 hexes? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So I think we're just gonna try to fire the
Oh no, don't fire yet. We got other mechs to move.
Oh, I thought we were doing a one. I forgot what we did last time. Did we?
Yeah,
Did we
we
move
did
everyone?
we did the
and then
full
go
movement
back?
and then we did the full firing.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought we did it
Yep.
like. Oh, okay. All right. Well, then that's fine.
I was
Then
wondering, I was like, what? His mouse is hovering over his mech that he just moved. What is he doing?
yeah, I was getting ready to do the fire phase. I thought we were doing it like like individual. Yeah. Okay,
Ooh,
that's
excuse
right.
me.
Well, I can't do anything. The next would be the Viper A, which I can't do anything. It'll be an automatic
Yep.
start up at the end of the turn. So I'll just get rid of the marker here.
Is...
And actually, for the people at home, the Viper A, even though it lost its left arm because of a ammo explosion, it had case, so it just took the arm off.
Yep.
So the only thing I lost there was the SRM 6, and I did have that through armor critical that got a one of the lasers and then an engine hit. So actually, it's got most of its armor on there. It's just lost the left arm because of a critical, and then the through armor critical.
Viper's movement is it 696? 8, 12, 8. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, he's got nothing else to do, so he's just gonna jump somewhere far away.
Oh, I should change out the die here. It would be one of the purple ones because he did not move. Yep.
I mean, we talked about it. Obviously, I'm not gonna shoot on him. Just
Yeah.
trying to think of where do I want to go for a better position. What is the weapon loadout on this dude? ER Mead, SRM 6. You know what? I will just 1, 2, 3. This will come back.
Just back it up.
Let's back it up. Back it up, Sam. It's
Yep.
going to be a walk of 1 from a TMM, but I'm not expecting anybody to shoot him. All right, go ahead, make your move.
All right. Next up is Nova Prime, and this is one of the other ones. This is the one that took the head hit. It's actually not too bad on the heat scale. These guys are basically the assault mechs of this battle. They have the lowest movement, 585, which obviously is good movement, but considering that all the other ones are faster, just about 812s and stuff. So let's see. Nova Prime, where should you move?
Directly into my line of fire. Don't listen to me, obviously.
Hmm. Where are you going? Can't quite get there.
Where is your Nova Prime gonna go?
Um, I'm just gonna try to speed chess it here.
His opponent is currently sitting
So
over here in case you.
yeah, yep. I think I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Actually, I think I'll just go 5 there. I think I'll just do the walk. So because it's not any advantage to try to get anywhere else. So I know he's wide in the open, or in the wide open right now, but yeah, I don't think there's any place else that he can get to that wouldn't be okay.
Right.
That's a green, right? Yeah, green. Where's the
Yeah, if you only walked, it would be green.
yeah. That's gonna
Yeah,
be a
I have no
green walk.
real no real advantage to which side of your go to. So
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, I had a feeling that was gonna happen. And then that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7,
2.
8.
Yep.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's gonna be a plus 2, 3 for 7 hexes. Let's see. Yep, plus 3.
Might have been better just to not move. I was just in a weird spot that I couldn't get to any of the places I wanted to go to. Couldn't get to the cover, and no matter where I moved, unless I only moved like 1 or 2 hexes, you were going to get behind me. So
It
yeah,
might have been better to not move.
yeah, that's all right. I'm just trying to speed this up.
Yep. That's
All
okay.
right.
I still have a pretty good chance of not doing anything significant to those specific. I need to undo a turn. Okay, hold on. He's saying I did something wrong in my math, so let's try it again. So I started here in the heavy
Yep.
wood. So 1,
1,
2,
2.
3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 turning. No, I'm good. I thought I was good. I see what you, because I turned it my brain and mouth
Oh,
are
well,
not on
you're
the
a
same page.
5'8". You're a five
Oh,
eight.
you're right. Son of a bitch.
You can't
Okay.
turn. Yeah, you can
Okay.
torso twist though.
In that case, I will only go here because 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I can still do that in torso twist and get you. And so that
You
won't
just have
change.
to remember that with
Yeah.
the torso twist, since you'll be facing
Yep.
this hex, you can only hit with the weapons on your right
Nope.
or
Oh,
right side.
wait. You no, wait. Facing this hex, torso twist this hex, that becomes left, center, right.
Yep.
You're in full frontal arc when I torso twist. If I don't, I can only use my right arm. And considering heat
Oh, okay.
problems, I probably will just use my right arm just to be a dick. Just to show off a little bit. Where is my Nova Prime over here so I can update its heat? Yep. Torso twist will put everything. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think I won't torso twist just to keep our right arms blasting each other. Because you will also have you
Yeah.
will have to torso twist just to get your right arm.
Yep.
But I will be firing into your rear arc. You will be firing into my right arc.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, let me grab the thing just so.
Yep.
Yep. Uh,
And then you just rotate it so it points to the correct hex facing. X
no,
facing.
this way. Yep. Oh wait. Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that works.
No, it's because the guy.
Unless you want to I mean, you could torso twist
No,
the other direction and have your left
yeah.
arm.
No. It was throwing me off because the Nova Prime was kind of facing towards the middle between the hexes. That's why I was kind of, yeah, visually it was throwing me off. But yeah, I got it right.
There you go.
Yep.
And just because this is where my OCD comes in.
All right. Next pair. The Nova A. Let's see. Um,
And you know what? That's not the first time that I've forgot that the Nova was a 5'8" and not 6'9".
yeah. Now, he is pretty hot. He's at 12 heat right now.
The Nova A's.
Yeah, my Nova is. I don't know about yours, but
My Nova A is a little bit warm. In fact, he's 465 at the moment.
yeah. Um, Actually, I think I'm gonna move by not moving. I know it's gonna
Okay.
probably come back to bite me, but I don't want to generate unnecessary heat, and I don't think that there's any other spots here that I can get to that would be more advantageous without generating more heat. So, all right, your move.
Hmm? He's also not going to move just because the only advantage I'd get is almost canceled by the
Yeah,
fact. Like, I can move forward one hex and put both of us in short range, and I don't
yep,
want to do that.
yeah, because then you would lose the cover. That's also why I
Yep,
didn't
because
move forward.
I lose the cover, and I have a +1 to my movement. I'm just better off staying where I am.
Yep.
Seems
Let's see, because yeah, that
we can just fucking gunslinger duels from 10 paces and
yeah,
then some.
see who can land that headshot with the
That'd be amazing, actually.
yeah,
Especially
it would be
if we both
with
did.
the ERPPCs. Yeah. All right, last set of movement, ice ferrets. And let me check because this is the one that I don't think has a lot of damage on it. The A.
Stormcrow Prime. Ice Fair
Where's
A.
A?
Yeah, I think your Ice
Yeah,
Fair A is in half
yeah,
decent
he's
shape.
actually heat neutral right now. So yeah, he's an 8,
Because
12.
my Crow Prime Star Commander has not been able to land good hits yet.
Yeah.
But not from a lack of trying.
Okay. moving first. So I think I'm just gonna go.
This fart's got a lot of movement too, compared to my pro.
Yeah. See, this is another situation where
Yeah, I remember in the last
the
round, I was trying to get the cover. I didn't have quite enough movement to get cover. And now we're
yeah.
kind of in a spot where moving into cover is helpful, but it takes up points that we don't necessarily want to give up or
Yeah.
something.
And you moving
Well, I'm
next, it's
good.
going to basically set up a situation where you can get behind me, even if I
Yep.
move into cover. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Put you back to the
9,
non-existent wall.
10, 11, just face that way. Yep. So that was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hexes moved for the run. So that's going to be what? I always forget. Um, that's a 3. This way, at least you can't get behind me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. Get it back up. So 1 to turn, 2, 3.
Yep.
Movement of 6. Walk of 6.
All right. Now we'll do the firing phase.
It's my not the Stormcrow. I think that was the prime though.
Yeah, that was the prime. Which is that the one with your pilot?
Yeah, the one with
Your
my
Star
Star
Commander?
Commander is in
Star Commander?
prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy.
Yep.
All right. Shooting.
Yep. Shooting. Okay. So
Shooting.
Ice Ferret.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So Ice Ferret B onto the Stormcrow A.
Yep.
So that's a distance. So let's start with a 1, distance of 3. I think I'm just going to shoot the what was it? The SRM 6. Yeah, try to cool off a little bit here. So 3 is short range, so no modifier there. So 3, and what was your
Stormcrow
modifier?
A is this guy.
This guy.
0. He didn't.
Sure.
He
Okay.
literally just turned in place.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, but he's got a +1 for the wood, so I think I'm hitting on. Oh, and I got 2 here, so that's 3,
Well,
4,
you ran. So
6.
sorry.
Yeah,
You started what? You started 2 or 1 for gunner. You started another
1.
1. So
1.
1,
Yep.
2 for running, 3 no movement, and probably short range.
Yeah,
So and
short
then
range.
4
Yep.
for the woods.
Yep.
And then pulse lasers will be at 2s auto hit. If you have pulse lasers, I don't know what you're shooting.
No, I'm just shooting the SRM 6 because I'm just trying to cool off.
Okay. Oh yeah,
Well,
then yeah.
yep. Yep. Um. Oh my gosh, would we say that was a 6? So I 2, 3,
One.
4 for the woods.
Hold on. 1 gunnery, 2 for running, so that's 3. 1 wood, so that's 4, and then no movement for
Oh,
me.
no movement. Yep.
I believe 4,
So
unless
just
you're
4 then. Yeah. Yep.
It's 3 hexes for SRM should
Yeah,
be
it's
short
short.
range.
Yep. It's short range. All right. Hitting on
That is
4s.
my Stormcrow A, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Hitting on 4s. Come on. All right. 9.
All right, roll cluster.
And that's a SRM 6.
That's just a straight up SRM.
Straight.
It's not.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, then roll cluster.
Uh, 9.
9 on a 6-pack is 5 missiles. Go ahead and roll 5 hit locations.
Okay. I'm just gonna do 5 of them here. So yeah, we'll just go left to right here, at least on my view here. So roll 5 sets of dice. Yep. First location is a 9.
9 is the left leg, so I'm kind of going back and forth between a couple of things here. So -2 left leg. Whoops,
Yep.
that's the wrong mech. Hold on. This guy. Okay, -2 left leg.
Yep. Next is a 9, so that's also left leg.
Other left leg hit.
Yep. And then a 6.
Sec. 1 sec. 6 is a torso. It is the right torso.
Next is an 8.
8 is the other torso.
And the last is 10.
10 is left arm.
All right.
And not enough to trigger a PSR, because that was all you
No.
fired, right?
Yep, that's all I fired. Yep. So he's going to gain. Yeah, you do your stuff while I figure out the heat here, because he's going to gain 10 heat from that.
Okay. All right, I'm going to fire a single medium pulse and 2 streak 6s.
All right. And actually, just by doing that, I dissipated, even with the engine hits, because I only fired that one thing, I dissipated all but 1 heat.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so 3 hexes, 2 for gunnery, 3 for walking, 4 for your woods, 6 for your movement. Let's see, everything is short. So it's going to be 6, I think I said. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 6. So starting with the 6 for the or no, 4 for the medium pulse. 4 hits. Location 7. Center torso 7 points.
All right.
And then 6s for the 2 streak 6s. Both hit.
Oh, jeez.
And those are streaks.
So they all, yep.
Yep, that's going to be a PSR.
Maximum damage. Yep.
So first set of streaks. All right. 2 points to right arm.
All right.
2 points left torso.
All right. That stripped away all the armor, but not internal.
Okay. 2 points to the right arm.
All right.
What? Left leg, not left torso. 4. No. 8. No, 8 is left torso.
So another left torso?
No, you're. Well, yes, you do take another one, but only because that was the next one to call. I was confused because Darius said something, but he misinterpreted. So yeah, you do take a second left torso hit, followed by a center torso hit.
Okay, the left torso is internal.
Okay, I'll roll critical in just a second. The last missile of that 6-pack is 5, so that's right leg.
All right.
And then rolling critical. No critical.
Whew.
All right, second 6-pack.
Which is funny because the only things in the left torso are the fusion engines.
Oh, wow. Okay. 11. Left arm, 2.
All right.
Right torso, 2.
That's internal.
That's not the same torso that I've hit twice, right?
No, that's
correct?
But there was already, the armor was already stripped off the right torso.
Okay, gotcha. So this, okay, so go ahead and apply damage.
I did.
So there's 2 points, and then the next missile is also right torso.
Okay.
So it's going to be 2 critical checks I'll be making in a moment.
The only thing is with the criticals, you've hit all the stuff in there that's critical. So there's only 2 engine hits in there, and you got both of them. So
if I get the critical.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess that's what I'm saying is, if you've already destroyed everything in there, do you even roll for the critical?
You still have to roll to see if a critical is triggered, and then you would roll to see what critical is hit. But if the only thing left is engines, and I roll yes critical, then engines.
No, I mean, if you go to my sheet,
okay,
there's nothing in there. Everything is roll again.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. There's nothing
then yeah,
in there
it
left
would.
to hit.
Darius says it transfers to the center torso.
It does. That was my question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I wasn't quite following exactly.
Even
where
though
you're
it's
going.
not destroyed, though,
it's
the critical would still transfer.
It's one of those weird rulings sort of dealies.
All right, whatever. We'll figure it out. But you got 2.
Did I give you I gave you both of the right torso hits.
Right torso.
Did I give you the 5 that was after that, which is the right leg? I did not.
Right leg? No. All right.
All right, so
Right
two more
leg.
right leg, and then two more center torso, and then
Okay.
lastly two more left torso.
Okay. That's another
It's gonna be
internal.
three. I'm rolling three sets at once.
Yep.
The brown is your left torso, the oddball.
Okay.
7, 5, 10. Two criticals in the left torso.
Oh boy. Yeah, that mech's done. Then the only two things in there are the fusion
I was
engine.
gonna say
So
the left torso is the same as the right torso, isn't it?
yep. Yep. So
Okay.
it's done.
So that mech is done, and that is
Yep.
actually going to be. Let me double check my rules. I'm pretty sure with an engine destruction, that's as some people are arguing that call, and that's fine. But I think for our rules in this, a mech with all engine hits destroyed is dead.
Yep.
Let's see. Destroyed mechs have either lost all internal structure of the center torso, taken all 3 engine hits, in this case 4, or taken both gyro hits. So yeah, so that will be points-wise, that will be 3 points instead of 2 as far as scoring it. So
yep.
Star Adder gets 3. And that was the who was that? That was the who the hell just fired that? Which are these knuckle necks? This guy right here.
It was your
who's this guy? I got him.
Yep, your Stormcrow A.
Yep. I'm just marking his kill, and because I'm
Yep.
here, I might as well update his heat. So that's gonna put me at I fired medium laser, and then 2 streak 6s, dump 20 heat.
And I was so proud that he managed his heat so well to get back down to
yeah.
You still want to roll? I guess he was supposed to do a pilot check. I guess doesn't matter. You want me to still roll it?
No. I mean the mech is dead.
No, yeah, I know. I just didn't know if you wanted me to roll for like
yeah,
pilot injury or anything.
Like realistically, the mech doesn't even get a chance to make stand-up rolls. It's dead.
Yeah.
It's not even salvageable at this point. All right. That's one mech out.
Yeah, great.
You know, I want you to listen. There's a vindictive, revengeful side of me that right now is like, you know that feeling you're getting right now. That's how I felt during 2 whole ass Blood Bowl 7s matches.
I know. Yeah.
In fact, I'm pretty sure Thassa Murgalod didn't even do the end of game interview because of how he felt.
Yep.
I was like, James, he's not doing an interview.
All right, now let's do the Vipers. So Viper A on Viper A. Now he's hot. He's 20. Actually, I can't do anything because he just can't do anything because he
Stand
just
by. I totally fucked that up with Stormcrow A. I forgot to account for my heat that I had +1 gunnery.
Uh-oh.
And I don't remember what rolls were close. I mean, it's only a +1. I don't think
laser, you were that close on them.
I don't think I don't think the 6s were that close. I know the pulse laser I said I needed 4 and I rolled exactly 4, so that would have missed.
Yeah.
But that's not what killed the mech.
Yeah, it was the streaks that killed it. So yeah, it's because you nailed all of them. So yeah, that was what killed it. Because that's what triggered the
I do apologize because now I feel like an idiot for not paying attention to all the variables.
No, it's fine. Yeah, but the streaks would have hit regardless. But yeah, it was the streaks that killed it with the criticals. So yeah, we're fine.
Okay.
But actually, I was going to say I can't fire with the Viper because he just started up again. So
yep, that is correct.
Unless you want to fire with yours,
Viper
I think
is
we
not
just
going
skip
to fire
over them
this round.
Okay. All right, so we'll
he's going to give him the
them.
opportunity to. He's not going to tell him he has Hagira, but he is going to tell him that, or not. I'm just not firing. I don't know what my brain and mouth is running, but they're not on the same page right now.
He's probably going to do whatever the clan equivalent is of, hey, mate, you can't park there. Because he just shut down.
Oh, that military meme was even funnier because it's military memes saying you can't park there to a bunch of military vehicles that are overturned.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so on to the Nova Primes then.
It would seem that way. So
All
to
right.
clarify, you'll be hitting my right side. I will be
Yep.
hitting your rear.
Yeah,
There's
great.
some torso twisting or not involved because I'm not going to torso twist. I'm just going to use all the lasers on one arm.
Yep. All right, so I can only hit with the stuff on my right arm, so that's 6 lasers.
Hmm?
That is 30 heat.
That
Um,
sounds right.
yep. 6 times 5. Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, he'll just fire with those 6 lasers then. So
Alrighty.
let's see. So obviously that's short range, 1 for gunnery, um, my 2 for the walk, so that's 3 plus your 3 for the run, so 6.
Ooh, I don't even know what I just did over there. Oh
I think I'm
shit.
hitting on
Sorry.
6s.
Let me. All right. Your gunner is 1. You walked 2. 5 for my movement. Uh, unless you got a heat or something, then 5
No.
is what you're
Oh,
hitting
did I
on.
do that wrong? I thought you.
Well, your gunner
I
is
thought
1,
the
correct?
yeah gunnery is 1.
So 1 plus 1 for your walk, which is 2, plus 3 for my run,
I
5.
thought the 3 on the die meant that was the
So
modifier.
your opponent's number is what you add. Your die color determines what you add.
Got it.
And
I always
green, of
get this
course, is
mixed up.
1. Red is 2. Blue is 3.
Got it. Got it. All right, so 5 then. So I'm just gonna roll 6 sets of dice here, hitting on 5s.
Darius, I might be crazy, but I'm pretty sure when we. Oh, in this case, his mech starts up at the end of this round because it auto starts in the heat phase because it cooled off during this round. Right? That's how because it shut down during the
Yeah.
heat phase of the
Oh,
previous
that
round,
reminds me.
right?
I need to. Yeah, yeah, because it shut down in the last phase for
Yep.
overheating.
Yep.
So, and it was actually because of the heat that caused the ammo explosion. I
That's right.
mistakenly
Yeah.
said.
I remember
I
that. You missed.
mistakenly said that was a critical. Well, it was a critical. It was it
Yeah.
was a heat critical.
Yeah. It was a heat critical. Your
Yeah.
heat cooked off the ammo.
Yeah, but yeah, I forgot to wipe out his heat on the chart over here.
Yeah.
So thanks for the reminder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so when we get to the heat phase, the heat would dump and the mech would auto
Yep.
start up because
Yep.
the heat drops below. I'm gonna say 14, but I'm not sure if that's the actual number in the. I remember we looked it up last week. But yeah, I think you're hitting on 5s.
Yep. 5s. I'm just gonna roll 6 sets of dice over here.
Yep.
For the 6 lasers. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them hit. Wow, all but
So
1.
that's a lot of
Yep, that's a lot of damage.
a lot of
Ding on
pilot
you.
skill check.
Yep. Yeah, so that will be a PSR.
Yep.
5,
7
10, yeah.
times 5 is 35 points. It's definitely a roll to see if I'm still standing at the end.
Yep, yep. All right, so first one, roll for location.
You can probably roll all of them, and we'll just.
Oh, I was just okay.
I
Well,
will. I will ask for you to hit the chart for me and tell me where those hits land, so I can update my sheet.
okay. Oh, hang on a second. Let me just roll the other 4 then, just
Yep.
to. So, all right. So first one is a 7.
Center torso, 7 points.
Oh, are you looking at the chart? I thought you wanted me to look at the
Well,
chart.
I just know 7 is center torso. 6 and 8
On the
are
right
also.
chart?
Ooh, nope.
We're on the right side chart.
The right side chart, it should be right torso, but let's double check that. 7 is the right torso on the right side. So that is minus 7 to the right torso. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Next one is a an 8 on right side. That is a whoops, I lost it here. Center torso.
Okay.
Yep. So that was another 7 damage. Next one is a 5. That is a right arm.
Right arm minus 7.
Okay. Next one is a 2.
Uh-oh. That is a
2 is just a
2
right
is a
torso critical.
Well, we're using the
Yep.
floating crit roll, so that will be a reroll for location and then check for critical.
Oh, okay. Well, let me re-roll that one then for
Yep.
the location.
And that was your 4th laser.
That was my 4th, so I got 1 more after this.
2
New
more.
location is boxcars 12.
I think that's a head. Let me see.
That is a head hit, and I get a critical on that.
Yep.
Oh boy. Okay, so that's 7 to the head, and do you
Yep.
want me
And
to do the
then
critical now or wait
yeah,
for
go
the
ahead and
last location?
roll 8+ for a critical.
Oh yeah, that's a 10.
That's 2 critical locations. So go ahead and roll that 1d6 twice and tell me what
All
those
right.
numbers are.
First one is a 6,
Life support.
and the other is a 1.
Also life support. Let me see. I don't think that means anything, but let's see what the book says. We don't have any special crazy weather conditions, so it may not mean much. But let's verify. Let's see. Critical hit. It's 125. All right. Let's see. Cockpit. Life support. Critical hit knocks out the system permanently, leaves the pilot vulnerable to increased heat. Other critical location can still take damage. Yep. Mech Warrior takes 1 point of damage every heat phase that the mech's internal heat ranges from 15 to 25, and 2 points of damage for every turn that internal heat is 26 plus. The life support critical hit also eliminates the mech's internal air supply. So if the mech is submerged, yep, the pilot starts taking damage then too. So I just gotta make sure I don't go above 15
Yeah, so
heat.
basically, if you go above 15 heat, yeah, you start taking pilot
damage.
damage. Then,
But I
yep.
also do take damage right now because I took that head hit in the first place.
Yep.
So there's that. And then I have a PSR and a stay awake check after
Yep.
we resolve your last.
The last one was a location 6, which is the right leg.
Right leg. Right. All right. So first
Yep.
I need a 4+ to stay standing. Boom. Got it. And then I need a 3+ to stay awake. Okay. And now I need some return fire. Because that hurt.
Yep.
That
well, you
hurt
hit
a
me
lot.
with a headshot the last round, so that was just payback.
I know. All right, let's see what we got. So gunnery of 2, 3, 4 for my movement, 6 for yours, and all my shots are going in the back. So I need 6 sixes.
Oh boy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All 6 hit.
Of course.
And so you'll be doing a PSR dance as well.
Yeah.
All right.
This is not going to be good.
And this is your rear. So
yep.
6 is the right torso rear, 7 points.
All right.
8 is left torso rear, 7 points. 9. Let me know if I'm going too fast. Left leg.
All right.
And then 6 is right torso rear again.
Okay, that's through.
Yep. So now you apply it to.
That is internal. So that's 6 more. Oops. Hang on. That was right torso. You said.
Correct.
All right. Yeah, just making sure. Okay.
And then so I've got a critical. We'll test there in a moment.
Yep.
2 is the reroll location and check for crit.
Great.
Rerolling 11 left arm.
All right.
And no crit. And then lastly, center torso rear 7.
Wow. Only that right torso went internal. That was amazing.
Yep. And rolling that crit, I rolled an 8. I don't recall off the top of my head what the Nova Prime looks like. In
what location was that? Oh,
that was
right
the left torso, or whichever torso it was that
yeah, it was right torso that went internal.
Yep. So
you said it was an 8.
Yep,
so that
it's
is
one critical.
the
It's
one critical.
Yeah, and then I got to roll for location on that. So
yep. Roll for location. Yep.
Upper. So that'll be upper 3.
Upper 3 is lower arm actuator.
On the torso.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I was looking at right arm. I said yeah. All right, 3. That's a double heat sink. Sorry.
Yep. So
I was looking at the wrong
your
thing.
heat appropriately for that.
Yep.
That'll be 2 points of heat gained back if you've already done your heat math.
Yep.
Okay, let me
Yeah,
do
I
my
was
heat
30 hits.
math.
So
That was 6 times 5 is 30. I did my running part already. I'm back down to 0 heat.
yep. Same here. I'm back down to 0 heat on this guy. Or actually, was I because I generated 30 heat. I was at 2, so it brings up 32. And he
Don't
dissipates
forget,
34.
don't
So
forget
yeah,
your 1 point of heat generated for walking.
yep. So yeah, that's 35 heat and dissipates 36. So yep, we're good. Heat neutral.
Darius has an interesting point. I think I did PSR, then I did consciousness. Pretty sure. But regardless.
Yeah, he did PSR then consciousness. Yeah.
Yeah. Is he saying if you do it the other way and you fail, then you auto fall? I was like,
Yeah.
might be a reason. I didn't think about that, but I definitely did PSR then consciousness,
Yeah.
not specifically to avoid that, but also, for reasons.
For I've basically got like 1 point left on the rear left and center torso. But yeah, that was the only going through on the right torso was the big thing there. But yeah, hitting in the leg and arm that kind of saved me there.
Yeah, it did.
That could have
Yes,
been
it
really
did.
bad.
Yes, it did. Because I was
All
definitely
right.
hoping to scoop out more than a heat sink.
Yep. All right, now we're on to the Nova A's. So this guy's pretty toasty if I remember right. Yeah, 12 heat. So yeah, I think he's gonna have to dial this back a little bit. He's just gonna fire one of the ER PPCs. So let's do range. It's short range is 7. I think we established
We're
we're
at
at
8.
medium.
Yeah, we're at medium range.
Yep. So 1 for gunnery, 2 for range. Uh
Sorry.
so that'll be 3, 4 for your woods. And we both didn't move.
Yeah, so it sounds like you're hitting me on a 4.
Yep.
So
Probably gonna be the
1,
same there. So yep.
3. Yeah, you're hitting me at 4.
All right. Here we go. Oh, of course I roll 3.
Ah, I'm sorry. I should not have laughed like that.
Can I use one of my team rerolls?
You don't have any team rerolls, my
What about
friend.
my coach rerolls? Can I
Nope, you don't have a
use
coach reroll. You don't even have a I'm better than you fucker
yeah.
reroll.
Yep. Yeah, I don't even have any edge that I can use because of the stellar loss that I had in my trial
Yeah,
position.
yeah, that's unfortunate, my
Wow.
friend.
Yep, that was a big whiff.
So let me think about this for a second here. We
I
have
think you should be hitting on 5s then because you're
Yeah,
one
I'm
more
I'm thinking
gunnery.
I'm doing some heat math in my head here, so I'm at
Yeah.
7 right now because I didn't move. Firing 1 PPC puts me at 22, 32, 37. Put me at 9 heat there. But if I do 7, 22, 26. Oh, that's fucking perfect. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna fire ERPPC and a medium pulse laser. Medium pulse laser is just barely in medium range, so it will cancel out the +2 for range and -2 for pulse. ERPPC is at short range, so they should be hitting on the same numbers. Gunnery of 2, 4 for range, 5 for the woods, nothing for movement, so 5 for
Yep.
the PPC, 3, 5 also for the medium pulse. So we'll do the PPC first, just because they're 2 different weapon systems. 5
Yep.
plus to hit.
Oh.
And on my head, I don't know if you saw it or not, it kind of jittered a little bit in my head.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. It's almost like you did something there. All right, 5 for the pulse. Hits.
That one hit.
7 points to the 9, which is an arm or a leg. Left leg, 7 points.
Left leg, 7 points. All right.
All right, so 15 for the what you call it, and 5 heat, 4 heat.
I can't believe we both whiffed our ERPPC shots.
Minus, and then now I'm back down to 0 heat.
It's probably like those gunslinger moves where we're both standing still, we're both firing, the ERPPCs, and we both kind of like flinch at the same time.
Yeah, let's go with that. All right. I believe it's up to your ice ferret to try to do something to my Crow Prime.
Yep, Ice Ferret. So yeah, this guy I'm pretty sure is heat neutral right now. So this is which one is this? This is the A. Yep. Well, I could just go off that the other one has a big X through it. So
Yep.
um
There is that.
yep,
Oh, I
yep.
forgot to freaking dump my I forgot. Don't. You're good. Do what you're doing.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what I'm doing.
What's the distance?
Oh my god, what the hell was that?
1, 2, 3, 4. So I think every that should be short range for lasers. And yep. Okay. I think he's just gonna fire with everything. So two medium lasers and then the LB2X, which is slug variant. Uh so it'll be short range for everything.
Mhm.
So one for gunnery, nothing for range, one for your woods, so that's two. You just walked, right? So that's no modifier for your movement.
Correct. Let me
And
verify.
that,
Doing like 8 things at once here. Yeah, that 6 means nothing.
yep.
I walked, which will add to my numbers, but
And then I ran, so that's a um two for me. So I think I'm hitting on fours then.
oops.
So one for gunnery, two for my movement, and then one for your wood. So yeah, hitting on fours.
Gunnery 2, 3, or gunnery 1, 3 for running, 4 for woods, 4 for the woods, and then plus whatever for ranges.
Yeah, nothing for range. It's all short
Yeah,
range.
sounds like fours then.
Yep. So I'm just gonna roll three sets of dice then and hitting on fours. Everything hits.
Okay.
All right. So I'll just roll three locations then because it's
What are you
slug,
hitting me
so we
with?
don't
Because I
have
was
to
not paying attention because I wanted to put a smoke effect thingy out on the board.
uh two ER medium lasers and LB2X.
Okay. So
So I'm just
that's
gonna roll three
15,
locations.
16. Yeah, no PSR. You're rolling 3 locations. Got it.
Yep.
I
All
imagine the
right.
first 2 will be the 7
Yeah,
pointers.
first two. Yep. So first location is an 11,
Is
7 points
left arm.
to left arm. Okay. Next location is a 5, 7 points.
Is 2, 3, 4, 5. Right leg.
Yep. And then the last one is a 10. That's the
Nice.
LBX2, so that's 2 damage.
And is left arm.
Do my ammo here.
All right. My turn.
Yep.
Fucking alpha strike at short range. Gunnery of
Technically,
2,
mine was an Alpha
3,
Strike too.
6. I believe is what I need to hit. So 2, 3 for walking. Your movement of 3 is 6, and everything is at 4 hexes. So it's short range. That'll be 2 large lasers on 6 and 3 medium lasers on 6. So we'll do the 2 largest first. 6s. 1 hit, 1 miss.
Okay.
10 points to the 8 left torso.
Left torso. 8 points, you said?
10 points.
Oh, 10 points. Okay. Eight was the location. Sorry.
Yep.
Getting mixed up here.
And
All
then
right.
3 medium
So that's
lasers firing. I'm sorry.
oh good. I was saying that's internal.
Okay. Let me resolve these locations first. Where was that location?
That was left torso.
We'll get that in a second. 6 is again for the medium lasers, so that's 1, 2, 2 medium lasers hit. So
Okay.
first one is 8 and 7. So left torso 7, center torso 7.
Okay. That blew off the left torso.
Nice. Okay. That critical will then supposedly should be transferring to center torso. Well, hold on. The left torso, did it have ammo or anything in it?
No,
Volume
just
matter.
well, it's got engine in there, so I basically took 2 engine hits.
Yeah, you
So
did.
yep,
Yep. And you have a PSR to make.
yeah, thanks. And I lost the oh no, I lost the LBX2 that was in the left arm. Oh darn, there goes my
Oh.
whole 2 points of damage.
Listen, that 2 point of damage could have made a difference. It's not going to now.
Yeah, maybe if I stripped all the armor away from, a headshot or something, and
Yeah. Much.
yeah,
So we
fun
built 39
times.
heat and we dissipated 44 heat. We are back down to heat neutral for that guy. Trying to think about this critical transfer thing. Which mech was that I blew up over here?
That was the other
Uh,
ice ferret,
the
the
Ice
A.
Ferret A.
Yeah,
All right, so we hit the torso.
the
You obviously
liability
take
A.
the. You don't really have anything, and I'm not gonna. Fuck it, we're good. Like I feel like we're just adding more steps that we may not necessarily need to make to finish this fight.
Yeah.
Uh, I believe that's everybody firing. So resolving any heat and end phase
Yeah, I'm
stuff
just doing
here.
my heat here. It's
I
10,
think I'm good
11
across the
heat.
board. Did he fire? Viper A. Oh, my Viper A didn't fire because your Viper A was waking up.
Yeah,
Or
yep.
not waking up, but starting up.
I
My
generate the
Stormcrow
engine hit
A.
heats this turn, right?
I'm sorry, one more time?
Engine hits the heats generated this turn.
Correct. In the
Okay.
heat phase.
Yep.
So that's when
So
you would add the 10 points or what 5 points
well,
of
even with
whatever.
the engine hits, it still dissipates all the heat.
It's impressive.
They do have a shit ton of
So that's right. Stormcrow A is heat neutral until it loses shit. Nova Prime ended up being heat neutral, and the Nova A ended smartly done. All right, I'm good. I'm
Yep,
ready
I
to
just need
roll
to make a
initiative whenever you
PSR.
are.
So well, I need to make a PSR here
Yeah, no,
for
you're
that.
fine. I'm not. I wasn't trying to rush you. And sorry if it
Yeah, no.
sounded that way.
No, I was just doing my heat first before I
Hurry
did the
up.
PSR. So I got to do a 3+ because he doesn't have any hits. So
What do you roll? I'm sorry. What are you rolling?
uh PSR. So it's just 2 + 1. So it's a
Correct.
3+. He's good. Okay. So yep, now we can roll initiative again. So get my 2 dice here. 8.
Seven. It's like I'm
Woo.
moving first.
Yep.
That's
Finally something goes my
awkward.
way. Now I'm basically down 2 mechs.
I guess Stormcrow A can move first because he's an opponent right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of a shitty way to, but you know what? It works right now. So he is going to go. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Is Stormcrow 5'8"? No, Stormcrow 6'9". He can actually do 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexes. It's actually this one. Not that anybody's going to be shooting at him right now. All right, go ahead. Make your move.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Well,
I
we're
totally
doing
did that
pairs,
to you.
so yeah,
I totally
that's
did that. So now, whenever you move, I can just respond.
yeah, yeah. I mean, unless you want to violate Zelberg in here, but
Nope. Nope. I definitely just used an active combatant without a dueling partner
Yep.
As an initiative sync.
Yep. Um.
So it's up to you. I guess you move whomever you'd like to move.
So are we just since we don't have an even number of Zelberg targets then, so we're basically breaking off the pairing now that we were doing earlier.
So actually, what I should do is I should actually move somebody either now or before the end.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't move
because
that
you
guy
won the
because
initiative. You
yeah,
should be moving
that's
the
putting
last
me at a
piece. Yeah,
disadvantage
that was a
then.
dick move on my part. I'm a dick. I am. There's just no way around it. So here's what I'm gonna do.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I
No,
could
it
move
took
one
me a
of them,
second to
but
figure
you
it
know,
out.
it's
I got
yeah.
you. I definitely fucked you and thought it was funny, and then realized actually I just really made it worse.
Well, actually, I if I wanted to be like a super mega dick, I could have made it worse because I could have put you in a position where you were breaking Zelbrick, and then
So, 2, 3,
I'm just
4, 5.
calling that out. So yeah.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'll be all right. There you go. I moved my Stormcurl Prime, and I
All
think
right.
you still have enough movement to get behind me if you wanted to.
I
It'd
don't
be
think I
really tricky
can.
to actually end up in my rear arc, though.
I don't think I can with you there because
You got
I don't even think I could get there.
that's the
Um,
closest you would be able to get and still be in my rear arc, and only on like a technicality. You'd just barely be in there. You'd be in there enough for it to count, obviously.
let's see. These are what is he again? 812. Yeah, and no heat modifier.
And
So
the ice ferret does
I
not
guess
jump, correct?
no. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh,
No, I can't.
that was a really good move on my part.
Yeah. Hmm.
And that's the one I just blew off the left side of.
Yeah. So basically, if I move into the heavy woods here, I don't think we would lose line of sight then.
I'm
So
sorry,
that would be
which
breaking Zelbergen
which
in the
hex?
heavy woods right here.
No, because I could shoot you. Because I'd only get one or the other. I wouldn't get both of these.
Yeah,
So
but then you'd
that's
also have the
one.
heavy woods, right? So
You would, but you're in the heavy woods. If you were in here, that's heavy woods, light woods, and being in light
oh,
woods.
okay, okay.
That would be a +4 total. That which would break line of sight.
Okay, I thought it was 3 for some reason.
Yeah,
That
moving in
was
here is actually probably not a bad idea because just the
yeah,
woods alone is going to make it a +3.
yeah. I'm sorry. I thought the modifier was that it had to be a plus. That the +3 broke the line of sight. It's
+3 is
+4
the
break.
limit.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm probably gonna do that. I think I have enough movement to get there. So, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9, 10. I think I'll just stay there. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's 10 for, or how many hexes is that? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So that'll be a
So that is
+2.
a
Or no.
yeah, +2. Yep.
Hold on, because I did. Oh, I moved 4 hexes. Darius says it's based on intervening woods terrain, not occupied woods terrain. I think we're saying more or less the same thing, but I had extra steps involved. Actually, no, I would. You're good. That's probably about the best you can get.
Yep.
I think.
But he's
I
probably
don't know.
going down next turn anyway. So,
Yeah. Well, yeah,
or
he's
this
going
turn,
to.
I mean.
He's going to. He's going to.
All right. Next
All
one.
right. Let's see. Do the Vipers. They can jump.
Yep.
5s, I think.
They both cooled
No,
off
8.
last turn.
Oh shit! Hold on. 8, 12, 8 jump.
Yep.
All right. They're
Yeah,
both
they're
cooled
just as
off, but
fast as the
your mech is in bad
ice
shape.
ferrets, but they have jump.
So let's see. 6, 7. +7. So it'll be
Okay.
+3. Actually, it'll be a +4, +5 because of the woods. So +3 for jumping 7 hexes, +1 more for jumping, +1 more for the woods. That's a +5 just to hit them. It's also going to be a bitch for me to shoot you.
Hmm.
Oh, let me go ahead and update my heat for the Stormcrow Prime.
Yeah, I mean, I guess with that jump, there's not a lot I can do to still.
Is
Um,
that the Nova A? No, Viper A.
um, hmm. Guess it doesn't really matter too much. I think that's still be short range. Yeah. Hmm. I guess he kind of doesn't want to be like right in front of you, but I think I'm gonna jump. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. I think that still maintains line of sight.
Yeah, and you could move another hex. Now, if you move here
Yeah,
or
there I
here,
would lose, yeah,
yeah,
line of sight. But I think though you would have defender's choice for if this interferes or not.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
you'd basically get like a
It
+2 then.
absolutely gives me a +6 total
Yeah,
defensive modifier there.
I guess I could have moved here and not have, but still would. Yeah, that's all
Or no,
right. I'll
you can
just
move
move.
there. Well, you yeah the let's see from there. Let's see. Yeah, if you move here, it'd be a jump 6, I think. But if you move
Yeah,
here, um, it's a clear shot straight to him. So the only woods you
yeah,
have to worry about is the woods he's in.
yeah. I guess the difference is that would be front arc no matter what, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess whatever. It's one less. Knowing me, I'm gonna need it. All right, so that's a jump of 6 then. Let me get my dice here.
Which will change your Now, I will point out your defensive modifier just went from a plus
That was the only
3
thing.
plus
Yeah,
4 to a +2 +3.
yeah.
So that does
Where's
change things in that regard.
yeah. That's all
But
right.
that's
I'm
the choice you
committed.
have.
Yep, yep.
So
All
jump
right.
2, it'll be a 2 on the blue die, but it'll be a total jump of, or excuse me, I know what I'm trying to say. I have
All
to
right.
remember that you jumped as well
Yep.
when I calculate.
Next is the the Nova Primes.
Well, no, actually, it's whatever mech I feel like
Well,
moving
yeah, you could
next.
do whatever you
Whichever.
want, but well, it's going to be a Nova no matter what. It's just whether it's
Yes, the
you want to
Nova
move the
A
Nova
is
A's
going to
or
continue to move by not moving. So
okay.
you can, and then I guess Omar should be a blue 4. Yeah, blue 3. Yeah, you're right. That. I was trying to avoid that because I didn't want too many modifiers being. Okay, in short, what Darius is getting at, your blue die should be a 3 because it's 2 for your movement plus 1 for the jump, and
Okay.
mine should be a 4 for the same reason, +3 for
Okay.
movement plus 1 more for the jump. And then we still have to account for woods and all that shit.
Okay. Yep.
But yeah,
I guess
Viper A, or excuse me, Nova A is not moving.
okay. Then yeah, I guess mine won't move either because there's no benefit
Of
to getting
course.
into short range and
Yeah.
losing the woods. So
Yep. Exactly.
and he does
Exactly.
have the one
Nova
better gunnery,
Prime.
so that's his only
Nova
advantage.
5. Let's see. Let's see. Just shits and giggles. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. Something here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 2, 1, 2, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And
Okay.
6 hexes. So that will make that a 2.
All right. Um. hmm.
Unless I am stupid at math, entirely possible, you should not be able to get in my rear arc.
No, because I was already facing the wrong way to begin with. So, yep.
Exactly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I have done what the best that one could do for movement on the ground of reaching right by you and forcing you to dump your momentum in order to chase
Yeah.
after me.
Yeah.
This was a topic that we had discussed the other night because 3D Newtonian movement and intercepting people in space. Shit.
All right. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to turn that way.
Okay.
At
And
least get the
that's a
cover of the
walk
woods.
of
So that's a
6.
walk. Okay. Think
Okay.
we're ready to do firing then.
Yeah, we are. And let's
So start
start
with the
with
Vipers.
Viper A, firing on Viper A. So let me see what my
Yep.
Viper A has to shoot. I've got 5 medium lasers and SRM-6 with Artemis. 9. Oh. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes. I think I'm just going to hit you with. Everything's short. Unless I use the missiles, so. I'm going to fire 3 medium lasers.
All right.
It's going to be 15 heat. That'll put me at 24 heat. Minus 20 heat. Yep, that's what I want to do. So 3 medium lasers. I'm going to start with a 2. Excuse me, 2, 5, 8. What did I say? 4 hexes, so that should be short. Yep. I need 2. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I'm also trying not to burp really loud anymore. So 2, 5. Your 3 is 8. So 8s. 3 8s is what I need to do. Good. 1. Oof. Oof. Only 1 hits.
Yep.
9. That is left leg.
Okay.
7 points.
All right. So firing back, I'm gonna fire with 3 medium lasers as well because that's all I got left. Um, so let's see, 1 for the gunnery, short range, so no modifier. What do we say your movement modifier was?
So I've got a 4 and then
4.
5 for being in the woods.
Okay, so that's plus the 1, that's 6 right there, and my jump is a 3,
Correct.
so I'm hitting on 9s then.
Yep.
Yep. It's basically the same as yours, but you have the +1 for the
For being
woods.
in the
So,
woods, yeah.
yep, hitting on 9s. I'm gonna go roll 3 dice here. All right, they all miss.
Okay.
Yep, wah wah.
Yeah. Find some
That's
womp womp.
15 heat for the weapons.
Just did mine. Came down to 4.
Plus, what's 1 engine hit? Is that another 5 heat?
It's 5 heat. Yep.
Yep, so that's 20 heat, dissipate 20 heat, so he's good.
Yep.
All right.
All
That
right.
was a big whiff of nothing.
Yeah. Nova Primes. Let's see. How many hexes we got? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 hexes. That's going to
Should
be
be
just enough
medium.
for medium range.
Yep.
I'm on the wrong medium range. So we start with, well, first I want to see how many I want to shoot. So where's my, I'm at 0 heat, 2 for running, dissipate 36. So that's going to be 6, 7 will put me at 37, 8. 8 is 40. It's over. Yeah. 8 lasers.
Mhm.
I need hit on 2, 4, 6, 7s because you have no movement modifier. 7+ on 8 shots.
With the woods too.
Correct.
All right.
Now you got me double guessing myself, so let's try it again. All right, so 8 lasers. I need 2, 4 for my run, 6 for range, 7 for woods, no movement. So 7s. 8 7s. I did that wrong. I rolled fine. I just didn't add enough dice. So let's see. 1. Oh, that's a miss. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits so far. And then let me roll this one as well. That's a miss. Okay, so what do we say? 1, 2, 3. 3 hits?
1, 2, 3, 4 hits.
4 hits.
Yep, because you were hitting on sevens, wasn't it? Yeah.
Right, yep. So 4 hits. That's going to be a PSR. Let's see. 3. Right arm, 7.
All right.
Right torso, 7. But we're on the front side, so that may or may not be bad.
Yep. Still got armor there.
Okay. 10 is left arm.
Okay.
And then the last 7 points is right leg.
All right. Took it all in the armor.
Do some maths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dissipate 36. 1, 2, 6, 7. 6 heat. That's going to give me plus or minus 1 movement. So now I am again a 4, 6, 5 round.
Yeah. So let's see here. I lost a heat sink, so I only dissipate 34 heat now.
Correct.
Because double heat sink is 2 heat,
Yep.
right? Yep. Yep. So 34 heat. 30. Yep, I think I'm gonna fire 8 lasers then. So get some extra dice here. But I don't think I can create extra dice. I think I'm locked out.
Oh.
I just need 2 extra sets of dice.
Yep. 1 sec. Sorry.
No
I
problem.
almost breathed water.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Go ahead.
All right.
Oh my god. That hurts. And not in a good way.
2, 4, 5.
Ooh, boy.
6, 7. I think I'm hitting on 7s. So I got 1 for gunnery,
1,
2 for range,
walk, 4,
3.
6. I think you're hitting on 6s. Let me double check that once I can breathe again. All right. So 1 gunnery, 1 walk, so that's 2. Range is 4. My movement is 6.
All right, 6. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, but I you're usually in woods. I was counting an extra woods there.
Yeah. Listen, I could drop some woods there, but that's not how this game works.
Yeah, that's how Destiny works.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, can you just get me an? Actually, I'll just roll the 6 that I have here, and then I'll roll 1 more.
I promoted you. You should be able to copy and paste.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
And then you just gotta position them the way it works for your thing there. Yeah, I promoted you mid not breathing.
All right. So hitting on 6s.
All right.
You have 8 sets of dice. Yep. All right. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them hit. So I'll put 2.
Nice. That's gonna be
All
a
right.
PSR
So I'm gonna
for sure.
Yep, for sure. Yep. So I'll just roll 6 hit locations then. Let me just move this one over so it doesn't. 6. All right. First location is a 5.
Uh, that's an arm. Kind of hard to. It's my cards are not set up to both location and what you call it. So, all right.
I got
Right
it.
leg 7.
Yep, okay.
I just need to
Uh,
look at it quickly.
yep. Next is a 9.
It's gonna be. I think a right arm 9. Oh wait, what'd you
9
say? 9.
is left
Left leg.
leg. Next is a 7.
7 is center torso.
Next is a 2.
2 is reroll and critical
That's
chance.
floating critical. Yep. Want me to re-roll that right now?
Yeah, as long as you've got the other dice already locked in or whatever.
Yeah, all the other dice are locked in. So yeah. New location is 9, center torso.
9 is, I think that's
Yeah,
left leg
or
again.
no,
But
that's yeah.
left leg.
Yep.
Shit, that might be a problem. Yep, that's a problem. Okay. 1 sec. All right. That's gonna be 2 critical checks. One for the floating and one for the internal armor, internal
Okay.
structure.
All right, we'll come back to that.
Okay, left
2
leg.
critical checks.
Gotta remember.
Next location is 4.
4 is 4 is right arm.
And then last location is a 5. That is
5 is
right
right
leg.
leg.
Yep.
Ugh,
All right, so 2 critical rolls.
That's gonna be 3 critical rolls, but the first 2 are
3.
for the
All
left
right.
leg.
All right, so first 2, and it's an 8, right?
8 plus for a critical.
All right. Only 1 critical.
Okay.
That is what, left leg?
Yes, left
That's
leg.
just a straight 6, right?
Yep, straight 6.
Yeah. Okay.
Get
Then
a jump
is
Get a jump jet.
2.
Upper leg actuator. See what that means, because I'm pretty sure that's going to be a PSR.
That's yeah.
Fall. Or thingy. All right, critical hit destroy. Yep, I know what it does. Let's see. Controlling player must make a piloting skill roll at the end of the phase in which the critical hit occurred with a +1 modifier. So that's just a PSR +1 at the end of this phase. Let me go ahead and just do that now real quick. I need a 3+. Nope, sorry, 4+.
Hang on, we got one more critical roll to do.
Yep, that's fine. I'm doing that one. Well, actually, okay, yeah, you're right.
Because if it impacts something else, it could impact the PSR. But...
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and make the other roll.
All right.
This is for the other leg, correct?
Yep. That's a 5. You're good.
Okay. All right. Yeah. In that case, I'm still standing. Barely.
Okay.
However, the player must make a piloting skill roll whenever the mech jumps. The roll's made at the end of the mech's movement. Kick attacks made have a +2 if that leg is used, and that is cumulative to all the others. So okay, so it doesn't. Oh wait, for each upper leg actuator damage, reduce the mech's walking MP by 1 and add a +1 modifier to subsequent PSRs. So that is going to actually be a pain in the ass because now I'm down to 3-5 because of heat. So 3. And okay. So now when I make my PSR to stay standing after being blasted 6 or 8 times, I believe that's going to be a +2 total. Let me see. Player must make a PSR, whatever. Don't forget your set. Yeah, that's what I'm calculating right now is the second PSR because it's going to be a +1 for damage and I believe also a +1 for this new found problem. Where's my PSR mod? Modifiers, piloting skill roll. +1 for damage. That's what, yeah. So that's what I thought. It's going to be a +2 because I got to add both of them now. So this PSR, because of all the damage, needs to be a 5+. Oh no!
Oh, down you go.
Yep, down I go. 6 on the fall location. Where is it? Facing after fall. 6. 1 hex to the left, and damage goes to the left side. Where's my Nova Prime?
Right here.
Yep. Let's see. There. Whoops.
Yep, one
I
to the
need,
left. Yep.
I need a prone marker. And now Stormcrows weigh 55?
It's a Nova
Yep.
Prime.
Oh, nope, you're right. I'm getting these guys confused.
It's a
50
50.
tons. So that
Yep.
is 5 damage?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, divide by 10. So go ahead and roll 2d6 for hit location, and then
okay.
I'll take 5 damage in that spot to my left side.
It's a 9.
9, right torso. Ooh, 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 oh, ooh, boy, did I get lucky.
Just scraped off all the armor.
All of it. There might be a shred of a piece there, but it's not nearly enough to do any sort of protective capability. Oh boy. Okay. I think we're done there. Holy
All right.
shit.
Oh, you gotta do you take a pilot damage on the fall, right?
Oh shit, yeah, you're right. And now is that PSR
And you have to do a conscious check,
as
yeah.
no, it's a PSR to not take damage. And that's gonna be a 5 as well. Good. Okay.
Oh, how the turntables.
Yeah, I was literally thinking right before you said that. Like
Yep.
half a second before you said it, I was like, wow, that turned around.
Yep.
All right.
All
Nova
right, so
A
that's the
versus
Nova
A.
Prime's done. Yep. So you want to fire first?
Since I lost initiative.
Yeah.
What's my heat at? 0? Oh yeah. Both ERPPCs and the medium pulse.
That's exactly what I was going to do too, because I'm also at 0
Which is effectively an alpha strike, because the only other two weapon systems are
is
anti-missile
the
systems.
yeah anti-missile. Yep.
So, and of course, because the medium pulse laser is a pulse at medium range, it will cancel out. So 2, 8 is 4s, and then 5 because you're in woods.
Yep.
All right, 2 5s for. I'm gonna fire the PPCs first together, and then I'll do the medium pulse. So PPCs 5 plus. Hit and hit.
Yep. That's big.
Yeah, that is big. Let's see. 15 points to right arm.
15 points.
And
right
15
arm.
points to right arm.
Oh, well, that's gone then.
Transfer damage, of course.
Yep. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. The armor is gone. Hang on. So it was 15 points. Let me do the math here.
It's
So 15
30 points total to the arm.
Yep. So
you do the armor, then the internal, and then
stop talking.
That's fair. I deserve that.
No. It's I'm just doing the math here. So it's
Yep.
10, 15. So then 15 more. Yeah, that is enough to go through. So that's 9. So that is 6 damage. Then transfers to the right torso, and that just goes straight to the armor, right?
Yeah, you go armor on the
Yeah.
arm, internal on the arm, and then torso
And then
external.
armor. Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
wow, we're being raided. Hello, and Live and Let's Die is raiding with a party of 7. Welcome, friends, welcome all. Let's go ahead
Yep.
and finish
So
up
right
that
arm
damage resolution.
is gone then.
Have
that
I
just
touched
blows it clean
internal
off.
of that torso yet?
No, you have not.
Damn it.
Yep. But that will take out one of my ERPPCs, obviously. So
Hell
after
yeah.
the combat, so this is going to be the last round of fire with everything.
Yep. And then I still have the 5 plus to hit with the medium pulse.
Yep.
6 right torso, the one that just took a bunch of damage for blowing off an arm.
Yep. It all hit on that right side.
So that's
there.
7 damage for that one.
Still good there. Not through armor yet.
Damn it. That was
just barely hanging
Nova
on though.
A, correct?
Yep, Nova A.
Nova A.
Yep.
So now I got to do some heat math really quick because
that's my star commander. Yep.
Yep. And so that was 34 heat generated with 28 dissipation. Didn't move, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then dissipate 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 6 heat. That's going to put me now at 4, 6, 5. Okay. Heat
All
is
right.
good.
Yep.
I
So I'm
believe it
gonna.
is now your turn to do the same thing.
Yep.
Before
And
we do
that'll.
that really quick, let me switch the screen over and say hello to our Raiders. Hello, Raiders. Thanks for stopping in. Hope you enjoy the show. Uh, welcome, 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 welcome. I am Omar Krieg. This is the Krieg Dominion, and therefore the joke is that I'm the Lord and the Commander of the Krieg Dominion, and this is Fohammer, one of my players for. I think this is like our third project on my stream.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, there was GTL. There was another project he was going to be in, but then scheduling conflicts, and this one, Revival Divergence, where basically, as we all know, those familiar with the BattleTech universe, um, ComStar jumps a ship into Clan Smoke Jaguar space. Clan Smoke Jaguar is like, oh no, they're coming. Let's get all the clans together and go invade the inner sphere like we really been wanting to. And then they do a bunch of trials to figure out which clans are going to lead the invasion. That's where our divergence begins, because those familiar with the BattleTech universe will know which clans invaded, and that may not be the case. Fohammer is currently portraying the Jade Falcons, playing against Clan Star Adder, and unfortunately for the Falcons, not doing very well, but has turned things around for at least one of the few duels going on right now.
Yeah, I got one positive thing. I got one mech currently on the ground, but yeah, I'm currently doing a very good job of doing a what if campaign here because, as everyone knows, if you're familiar, the obviously Jade Falcons in the canon win and go on to invade the inner sphere. So right now, it's looking like the needle is tipping the other way.
Yep, it is. There is definitely some divergency going on here.
Yes, yes.
All right, let's get back to
All
our
right.
match because you are about to blast me with everything that I just blasted you
Yep,
with.
and I put a reminder out here. I do need to do a pilot check for all that
Yes,
damage that I just
you
took.
do.
So yep, I'm gonna fire with everything then. So that is going to be
Let's see, where are you? So for you, it's
let's
going to be a
see, that's
1,
medium
3 for range.
range
Yeah, you're hitting on fours, brother.
fours. Yep, because I got the one
Yep.
better gunnery. Yep. So hitting on fours. I'm gonna roll 3 sets of dice here for my 3 weapons. And one ERPPC hits, and then the
The pulse.
yeah, pulse laser. I almost said ER laser. Yep.
That would be
And,
weird.
and if you notice here, the other one was 3 for the second, because I'm just going left to right
Yep.
here, but yeah, it was just just
Of
barely
course. Of
missed
course.
on
Of
the other
course.
one. So it must have been the damage that took to the ERPPC that threw off that
Yeah, if
thing
you
there.
if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
need
yeah.
excuses,
Oh, I need all the excuses I can get right now.
yeah. All right, go ahead and roll that hit
All right, I'm
location
gonna
for the
roll
15
two.
and the
Yep,
7. That will be a
yep.
PSR for me as well.
Yep, I'm gonna roll 2 sets of dice here for the locations. First one is for the ERPPC. Oh, that was almost a 12. Uh, so for
Back.
the ERPPC, that's a 9.
9 is we've just done this and I can't remember. A 9 is left leg 15. Oh, that is not good at all. So 5. Oh boy. Roll for critical left leg.
Actually, you're not gonna like this either because the other one was also a 9.
That leg is just gone.
But
Period.
that's with the pulse laser, so less damage. But
Well,
is
it
it
doesn't
gone?
matter. It doesn't
It's
matter.
gone completely. Okay, so
Yeah,
you're going
the
down. Yep,
the PPC took my internal down to 2.
yep. So
And if I'm not mistaken, with a leg gone, period, it's an
it's an
automatic
automatic
fall.
fall. Yep.
I want to verify that.
Oh yeah, I'm 100% sure it's an automatic fall.
See, I believe you. I like seeing it though.
I just
Well,
imagine if you lost one of your legs.
so critical hit occurs when the player rolls a 12 on determining critical hits table for a leg hit, and is automatic. When a mech's leg is blown off. Yep. Well, so that's if you rolled a 12. Hold on. And is automatic. The player controlling the critical hit cannot choose to roll the 3. When a mech's leg is blown off. Well, I mean, for all intents and purposes, the leg was blown off, and so he
Yeah, I
automatically
mean,
falls. So I'm just gonna friggin' play it that way, regardless of whatever, because it's funny. So let's see where I land. Ooh, I've rolled a 1 this time. 1 is, I believe that's just falling straight forward. Where's my fall table? 1, same direction, and damage to the front. The
All
Nova
right.
weighs, so it'll be 5 points to the
Let me roll
front.
location. Yep.
Where is my Nova A? It's right here.
Okay. Oh, location is 2.
Reroll and chance a crit.
Yep. All right. Location is 9. That's the leg, isn't it?
That's the leg.
Yep.
That's the leg that's gone. So it
So yeah,
transfers to the
probably
torso. So
okay.
the torso takes 5 points damage.
And then I gotta roll for critical.
I gotta roll. Let's see if I don't bite my tongue off. So let me do that really quick. 4 plus. Good. All right. Left leg is gone, so you're gonna be rolling criticals in the torso.
Was it left leg or right leg? I thought it
was 9. 9 is, yeah, 9 is left leg.
left. Okay, I thought for some reason you were saying right leg. Okay,
I may have at some point, but everything's gone to that same spot.
Okay,
I just am stupid.
All right, I'm gonna roll the critical for 8 plus, right?
Yep, 8 plus for a critical. These will be rolled in the torso. Oh yeah, that's where the damage goes. And yep, I
Just
got
a
you.
6.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. For a second, I was like, "How are we rolling?" Oh yeah, he rolled this. He rolled the floating bullshit.
Yep.
Thanks, Darius, for enforcing that.
Yep.
Right.
I think the last thing I need to do is I need to do a pilot check here. So I think it's just a straight 3 because he's pilot 2.
Yeah.
Plus the 1
PSR plus
for
1.
Yep.
We just, whatever the
He's
rule
good.
is, well, the leg was blown off because the damage it sustained went through everything and then was just enough to blow it off or something. Because now I think about it, I didn't transfer any damage. Oh, it was just enough to blow it off because it was.
Medium pulse laser is 4 damage.
Oh, medium pulse laser is 7.
No? Oh, I'm looking at heat. Sorry. I was looking at the wrong column. Yep, 7.
So.
Yep. Sorry about that.
Hold on a second. I'm confused and I don't remember what it was.
I think it might have done
I know the
more.
leg is gone. I'm trying to remember if it was just enough to snap the leg or if I needed to apply damage to the.
I think you need to apply damage to the torso because it was 15 damage for the ERPPC.
Yeah.
And then another 7.
I think it's. I'm gonna dump 5 more on that torso
because I think you said you only had 2 left.
I did say that, and I forgot to take it off. I just noticed that, so that's why I was like, I didn't do enough damage transfer. So
yeah, so it's 5. So
we've done enough for the for everything, and then now Darius is saying, but the pilot hit. The PSR for the pilot's not taking an injury is a PSR plus 5. Let me see what is over here. Where is my piloting skill table? Unit action, special cases, trying to avoid damage when his mech is falling is a +1 per level fallen. Leg previously destroyed is a +5, but there's a footnote on it. Do not add modifiers for other damaged actuators in the leg. That doesn't make any friggin' sense. So, okay. You know what? I'll make a PSR +5 for shits and giggles just to clear the board of possibilities of whatever. Because why not? Why not take some damage? I don't care about these people. They're star adders. Piloting 3 +5 is 8. That fails. So he is going to take a point of damage. Now I need to make a 3+ to stay awake. Watch me roll snake eyes because I just said some shit about star adders. Oh.
I saw that one, brother.
I did too.
If you look here, if you look at this die here, the 5, the 1 is just up facing the other way. It was so close.
Because when dice are made correctly, the numbers should add up to 6.
Yep, to 6, yeah. Or no, not 6. They should add up to 7.
7. It's 7. Yeah.
Yep. So close.
I know that was funny though, watching that one hit and the other one hang just for another second, just to drag it out. Okay, I believe that takes us to Stormcrow Prime and Ferret A.
Yep.
Obviously,
this will probably be the last for because we're just looking at the time. Yeah, we're.
Oh yeah, it is it. Oh yeah, we're right on 2 hours, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, 2 hours since the stream started. So yeah, this will be the last little bit here. Wow, we're gonna make it to a third part. That's weird. Range 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means everything is in short range. I'm gonna verify that because I don't trust my memory. It is short range. I am a gunnery 2, 3 for walking, short range, plus. Oh shit, that's too many numbers at once. Okay, let's try that again. 2, 3 for walking, 4 for woods, 6 for heavy woods, 8 for your movement. 8. Sounds right. Sounds right. Okay, so I need, and I'm doing alpha strike, so starting with the large lasers first. 8 plus, 6 and 6. That fucking sucks. All right. 3 8 pluses for the mediums. 1, 2. I got 2 hits that time. Switching some of these dice so I don't keep. All right, 2 hits. Oh!
Oh my god, is that double head hits?
That is a double head hit on 2 medium lasers. Get fucked.
Oh my god.
I am so
Right.
sorry, Fohammer.
Well, let me get my.
I'm laughing more over the fact that both of them rolled boxcars.
Yeah.
That's the wild part.
If you want to bring your camera over for the stream over my sheet here while I mark out the big X, this one here.
Oh man. Oh, that is wild, dude. That's fucking wild.
There goes both my ice ferrets are gone.
So you had that's 7
it doesn't matter,
points.
yeah. Because
no, I'm just thinking like, and that's
it was 14 points total. So yeah.
No, that's it. Yeah, there's no argument. I was just curious. I wanted to see it, not to be rude or mean. I just wanted to see how the numbers crunch. You're right, because it's always like 9 and then
it's like
3.
9 and 3 or something.
Yeah, it's almost always 9 and
12
3
points. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just both lasers just blasted. I mean, you'll still get a chance to shoot back, but holy shit, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man, I am sorry for what it's worth. That was impressive. And that was my Star Commander. Now we know why he's got that extra badge.
Yep.
All right.
Well, I lost the LBX2 in the last round, which I didn't draw a line through it here, but it's fine.
Yeah, no, I remember you mentioning it because we were joking about I marked 2 points of damage.
Yeah, I marked off the left arm here. So basically all I can do is return fire with 2 medium lasers. And maybe I'll roll boxcars here and double headshot them.
Maybe. That would be hilarious. That'd be also wondering what the RNG is doing.
Yeah, so let's do the math here. It's short range, 1 for gunnery, so no modifier. Only 1 light woods interfering.
Yeah, so you're at a 1, 3 for your run, 4 for woods, 5 my movement. So total of 5.
Yeah. All right. Hitting on 5s.
Oh, I'll take care of that in a second.
Yep, those are both hits.
All right. 7 points.
Roll locations. Come on, double boxcars. Oh my god. All right, 1 is a floating critical, it's 2, and then the other is a location 10.
Okay, let's do location 10 first really quick. So 10 is the left arm.
All right.
Left arm takes 7.
Then I'll re-roll the 2.
Yep, and then this will have the critical chance on it.
4.
4 is I believe it's an arm. Right arm.
All right, and now you roll for the critical. 8 plus.
Correct.
Just missed it. 7.
All right.
All right.
Okay. The one thing I forgot to do was update the scorecard. The head. Let me see what my rules say about destroyed mechs. No, this is just a crippled mech because you can replace the head. So medium mech is 2 points. So that's 2 more points. Clan Star currently leading at a score of 5-0 as we go into the 5th round when we do our third stream. Our third streaming session. Oh, I see. You even copied and pasted over the smoke column. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I got it. So I don't know if you can do this, but I'll go ahead and rotate him to make it look like he fell over.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what the command is to get it to rotate over. F just flips him over. Oh, there you go. Yep.
Yeah. And I gotta do that, and then
Yeah, at least let me give you the honor of putting the smoke pellet out there.
sure, I can live with that.
Now that you've humiliated me enough with
Oh,
these
stop! I did not humiliate you. Although letting you do the smoke bit
double
is
headshots that
that
was
was
pretty.
listen. That was holy shit. You know, that was just like amazing because I missed with the two large lasers and then missed with one of the three medium lasers, and the fact that the two that did hit both smacked you in the face
Yeah,
was just like holy crap.
yeah.
All right. So Live and Let Die wants to know what, and Darius, thank you so much by the way for handling some of the questions and whatnot while we're doing this. Um, yes, this is tabletop simulator. My brain is like not working right now, so I try to figure out what I'm doing. Uh, tabletop
Yep.
simulator. It's really cool because it's literally, as it says in the name, it replicates anything that you would do on an actual table. And then of course we have some really cool things like actual real smoke. Well,
Yep.
virtually real smoke. You know what I mean.
And
Bowhammer.
if you unlock it, you could flip the table.
I'm not unlocking it. You can go off with that noise. Also, apologies for anybody that does not appreciate or approve of my language choices. I do get a little vile from time to time.
I'm the one that's
Especially
getting
with
vile over
Bowhammer,
here.
of all people, because for some reason our relationship is built almost entirely on how much I hate him. Or
And you know what's fun?
or I really talk shit to him.
You're the foul mouth one. I usually tend to be the clean mouth one.
Oh, I am absolutely. I am. I am literally the reason why people have to click a box before they come to the channel. All right, so
So yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to do a
we
third
started
session
this.
there.
So we started this session thinking you were going to be done and completely done with this match,
Yep.
and lost by the time we finished. How do you feel now?
Well, actually, that's a really interesting situation because, granted, I've lost both of my ice ferrets, but I still have you know, three mechs standing. You have two mechs down, which are your biggest ones, your Nova
Yeah.
Primes, Nova Prime and Nova A, I should say. And actually, that Nova, which no, it's not my Nova A has my Star Commander in it, but your
My
Stormcrow
Stormcrow Prime
Prime,
has the
this
Star
guy over
Commander.
here has your, yeah. So yeah, it's actually an interesting thing how the tables have kind of like switched around here. I would almost say I'm kind of in a slightly better position, even though you've eliminated two of my mechs. I have my two biggest ones with pretty well, you did get through on the Nova A. You did get through and blow off the right arm there. So it is down one PPC there. But I still got my Nova Prime fully functional. You still got your two Storm Crows and your Viper. But yeah, your Novas are both down right now, and one of them's missing a leg.
Yeah, and
And
that's a big mobility impairment. And the other one is actually in worse position movement wise because of the heat and the actuator.
And the actuator, yeah. Yep. So basically, you have two that are basically crippled for movement there.
Bo is not lacking points. He hasn't earned any points yet.
No, yeah, I haven't earned any points because I don't have any kills yet.
Yeah, he hasn't defeated any mechs yet.
Yep.
Which I kind of like. I mean, I know I sat here and was like, "This is going to be." At the beginning of the session, I was definitely in the mode of like, okay, I don't want to, like, I want to talk shit because that's what I do, but I don't want to be rude because you were in a disadvantageous position.
Yep.
And definitely feels like things have turned around right now because if anything, we're back to almost even ground. I've knocked out two of your mechs. I've got two mechs that are in not great shape.
Yeah, and those are your two biggest ones. And that's what I was kind of getting at was that I think really because we're, fighting under the Zellbragen rules, those two primes, and we'll see what happens next time. So, but they're going to be hurting for movement. So I'm going to be able to outmaneuver them. So unless you like decide to interfere, there's probably going to be a pretty good chance that those guys will go down.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I interrupted. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say because just simply because I can outmaneuver you, I'm probably going to be getting better shots. Again, we'll see. Anything can happen at the dice, as you can see. You could roll two headshots. But no, just that's going to be hard to recover from the reduced movement on both of those. So yeah, it's going to be you're going to have to play like really, really defensively with those guys. It's going to
Have
be,
you ever met me
you know,
and known me to play defensively?
no.
Come on.
You might just try to do a DFA just out of spite.
No, I won't do things like that. Like with me playing these clans, especially the Star Adders, they'll be adhering to Zelbriggen and all that. And they're not going to interfere with other people's duels. The ones that have completed their duels, they're just
Yep.
going to basically sit on the sidelines until either they have a chance to challenge somebody or the match itself is over.
Yeah.
There's no
I mean, if
point for them
anybody's
to.
going to break Zelbriggen, it's,
It's going to be the Falcons, the screechiest bunch of all the clans.
yes.
Darius, I'm not 100% sure what. I hate to sound rude. I'm not trying to sound rude. I'm not sure what the confusion is. But Fohammer has not lost, or excuse me, has not earned any points because he hasn't killed any of my mechs. He can withdraw from this match at any point in time for any reason, and obviously each individual mech pilot can withdraw at any point in their duels.
Yeah, but who are
for
we
any
kidding? Like we
reason.
were just talking about, this is Jade Falcons. They're not
No, they're
withdrawing.
not going to back down
Yeah.
unless there's a damn good reason that somebody
Unless
can
it's like
illuminate
4
it.
versus 1 or something.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Now, that said, of course, you are under no obligation as the player to play that way
Yeah. Oh yeah.
throughout all the way.
Yeah, but I like to role play, and it's funny, you were just dunking on the Falcons, but you know what? The Falcons are still one step above Smoke Jaguar. So as far as being the worst of the clans.
He might not be wrong. I don't know.
Well, the joke was that after Leo Showers was killed, that everyone, they basically do their gosh, I'm trying to remember who it was. I want to say it was James. That James basically said they did their like CEO retreat or whatever, and all the cons go back to Stronamecti or whatever to
The
vote for
CEO
the.
retreat, is that what
Yeah,
you called it?
that's what it is. That's what it is. All the cons and Sokons go back to
They
their
all, for
little.
whatever reason, they all went back to Stronamecti to elect a new Ilkon. I don't know why they did that except for plot reasons.
Well,
To be honest
yeah,
with you.
that's kind
Because
of
they
their thing, is
had
that.
the ability to have live HPG communications back and forth in order to elect everybody and vote for whatever and do whatever.
Well, yeah, and the
But
reason that they did do that was just because of the story purposes, that
yeah,
that
they
was
needed a
part of
narrative
their
reason to give
culture.
Jamie
Yeah,
Wolf a chance
they
to
just.
explain to the Inner Sphere that these were not aliens; these were actually the lost children of Kerensky.
Yep.
No, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, but
To
yeah.
answer your question, Darius, the mech that has lost a leg is still technically able to fight. Whether or not he does is a different story, insofar as whether it counts.
That
as
actually
crippled.
might be a good question. You might have to think about that for next time. What the Star Adders would do in a situation like that, because they're obviously thinking about longer game. The
Oh,
Falcons are just like.
yeah, more than likely the that Nova A is gonna maybe make one single attempt to get up and be like, all
And
right,
then
now fuck
yeah,
this, I'm done.
yeah,
Fuck
and
this,
then
this is
yeah,
bullshit.
withdraw. Yeah,
Fuck these Falcons. And
but
it's just
anyway,
be like,
that's
I'm
what I was.
done. I'm done.
That's what I was getting at with the Falcons, is that on the CEO retreat, even the Falcons would stay away from the Smoke Jaguars.
I mean, nobody liked the Jaguars. I think
Nobody
ever.
liked the
I
Jaguars
mean, like
before the
even like
invasion
in the
began.
lore, I don't think the Jaguars even had any allies or friends in any of the
Yeah,
other clans. I think they were just so full of themselves and so hateful and spiteful. I don't think they actually had any friends or
no,
allies, honestly.
no.
And it didn't help any that Turtle Bay happened, and then they basically got positioned as allegedly the strongest Crusader clan. So when it came time to prove a point via Bulldog and Serpent, it was almost a no-brainer. It was almost a
Yep,
gimme that it was going to be the Smoke Jaguars who get slapped around.
yep. But of course, we're talking in the future, and this is just
Yes,
this
yes.
is.
Right now, they're just everybody hates them because they're good and
Yes,
they're loud about how much they should crush the Inner Sphere.
yeah.
So
And Leo Showers, especially, because it was specifically because
it
of
was
the
his
Outbound
it was
Light.
his voice that said, "Let's vote and let's go."
Yeah, and it was because the Outbound Light appeared over Huntress, and yeah,
Yep.
he was the one that pushed for being the new the Ilkon, and yeah,
Yep.
it went his way. Yep.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean,
And that's why we're doing this right now.
Definitely sold it that way.
Yes.
All right. Well, with that said, Fullhammer, I know we got to get you out of here. Otherwise, you become a pumpkin that rots in the ground very quickly.
Hey, we all got to work tomorrow. At
I
least
do have
most
to
of us
work
got to
tomorrow.
work.
Yeah, I do have to work tomorrow, but I'm also on the Pacific Coast, so it's
Yes.
not as late for me as it is for you.
Yep.
Yeah, I said that right. Okay. Well, thanks, my friends, for stopping by and hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you are live in the stream, you can type !Discord. That will give you the link for the Discord server where you can come join us. Otherwise, of course, smash all the buttons on the screen that you see. If you're watching this on the YouTube, in the description is the server invite link. You can copy and paste that over and join and hang out and say all kinds of crazy things in our Discord because that's what's encouraged. Ideally, if you made some sense every now and again, it would help. I never make sense. At any rate, that is it for us here tonight. Thanks for stopping by. As always, stay safe out there, my friends. This world is a crazy dark place, so make sure you're doing what you got to do to take care of you and yours. And as for me and mine, we're out of here. We'll see you next time. Have a good one, my friends.